Damn. No, I pressed the wrong thing. It's okay though. It'll work out. It'll work out. It'll work out. Like I said, it'll work out.
Enemies have the objective.
Hello everyone, I'm Garbo, and today we're going to talk about ARs needing rework. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So for a while now, I've kind of been avoiding playing the AR weapons. I've been morely running to the SMGs or the DMR weapons, and to be fair, the reason why is these weapons reign supreme. I mean, right now, just the way the ARs feel, they're very inconsistent a lot of times. That the only AR weapons that are not inconsistent are the really fast firing weapons. So that'll be your KA, your Riptide, and the Mark IV. Those are the fastest firing ARs. So those are the ones that don't really have a lot of issues when I use them. That mostly wherever I aim, I'm going to get my shots. If I'm actually aiming correctly and I'm not waving my thumbstick back and forth and just waving my cursor all around the body, but never really on the body. But more of all, the ARs I feel need adjusting. Yes, the HRM hits really hard. Yes, it's a 4-shot down, but it's so inconsistent sometimes in games. Like for example, when the servers are starting to do a little hitchy glitchy thing, or just start not to act right, or any shape, form, or fashion, it starts to make that gun absolutely useless to use. And it does the same thing to the Sahara. It does the same thing to the Hydra. It even does the same thing to the Knight. And the Knight is an SMG, and I mean most of the time you can run the Knight and just shred with it. But I mean, there's even times when the server crashes or the server gives you some issues that it causes that weapon to hitch out. So it causes these really slow weapons that fire to just hitch out, and it makes the ARs again really inconsistent to the point that they're almost unplayable. Or when they are playable, it's just that has to be the perfect game. The game can't be acting weird in any shape, form, or fashion. It can't hitch. The frame rates can't drop. Anything in that nature cannot happen for any of those weapons to work. With the DMRs, you don't have to worry about that. With the SMGs, you don't have to worry about that. The SMGs fire so fast and have such a fast fire rate that a lot of times you don't even know the inconsistencies of the shots unless you're just running the Knight, or you just so happen to notice that your 24S is hitting the shots on them, but you're not getting registration Pro 4 back-to-back shots, and that's whoa. But that's a different scenario, you know what I mean? That's a way harder drop than what it is when it's compared to just the slower firing weapons, you know what I mean? And then when it comes down to the DMRs just hit so hard. If you're accurate and you're able to hit your shots, it doesn't matter. The DMRs are going to drown people. And right now the DMRs are running around crazy. There's not a DMR that you can't run and be proficient with. I'm not proficient with a Mamba, but there's been times that I can shred with it. You know what I mean? But right now the MXR, the Devotion, the the D3DI, all of these are so fast right now, just knocking people. I would compliment the Aaron and drag the Aaron along, but the Aaron has its you don't have aim assist with it whatsoever. So when you aim down scope, you're just aiming down the scope. It's raw. So it's raw input, raw shots, and if you're inconsistent, then it's an inconsistent weapon. You know what I mean? So there's no I'm not going to bring up the Aaron here. But their hip fires are insane. They all shoot really fast, and man, the MXR shoots super fast right now. The Bishop itself shoots really fast, and they're just such hard hitters that you're down before you even realize what's happening. There's sometimes the DMRs beat the SMGs, you know what I mean? And they're in close range engagements. So how are we supposed to have these AR weapons that are supposed to be part of the main meta if they are getting demolished by other weapons that are not main meta? DMRs are not main meta weapons. It's always ARs and SMGs. But for right now, the DMRs are literally running over ARs. They are more reliable and more consistent than ARs, or at least in my hands when I run them. And it's not to say that maybe I'm running the wrong ARs. Again, if I'm running the Riptide, if I'm running the KA, or I'm running the Mark IV, my shots are pretty consistent where I'm going to hit my shots, and I'm not going to have issues running the game. But if I'm running the HRM, There's always a chance that the recoil bounces weird and it just makes it like I just didn't hit them. The Sahara does the same thing. So many times with the Sahara, I can be aiming on them and shooting them, and it's just like there is no hit registration whatsoever with that weapon. And then there's no way I made that shot and I just downed them. So like it's so crazy to me like how that is. So I don't know what we need to do to balance them. I don't know if you need to balance the weapons. I don't know if you need to increase the fire rate, because that's not going to be the case. I feel like, man, like the consistency of those weapons are just so far off that they're just unusable. So if it's your servers, you need to fix the servers. If it's just the guns themselves need to be increased with fire rate, or if you're worried about the HRM not doing downs, lower the damage on it, increase the fire rate, so that way at least the shots are consistent. We need to have consistent shots. We need registrations. It's not fair for people to play this game and not get hit registrations, not get hit markers, or run their favorite AR weapon of any kind and they can't do anything with it because you're not going to get hit registrations, or because the game is laggy today, you're not going to get consistent shots. But y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all think of my opinions about the ARs? Do you think the ARs are garbage compared to the DMRs and the SMGs? Do you feel like that they're going to need a lot of changes towards the ARs so they can even compete with the DMRs and the SMGs? Or do you feel like that they just need to work on the DMRs and the SMG weapons and bring them down to the AR levels, where that way at least it feels more consistent with these weapons? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that y'all like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to catch y'all in the next video. Peace out, and y'all have a fantastic day, everybody. Oh, this bitch. Damn, just ignored my ass. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh! Where you going, bro? Oh, he's running, and he died. So, I didn't know all 3 of them were in there.
Put some dirt on it. Only have 5 reinforcements remaining. Another contract in the bag.
Everybody put away your wallet. Drinks are on me.
BRB. Heard, man. Excuse me.